Happy Halloween, crafty friends. I wanted to bring you one more Halloween layout before I'm done with the Halloween crafting for the year. I had my stuff out on my desk from creating a layout for Lachlan, and I thought, oh, let's just throw one together for Heath's costume too. And of course, I had to make it the most intricate layout, and it took me forever. I'm going to use this cut file from a cherry on top, and then the little top hat I added from my stash. And then I'm going to use this gear dies from Tim Holtz and the tickets dies. And this is kind of like what the layout's going to look like with some embellishing. So first we're going to ink up the die cut or the cut file that says I Want Candy because he was Willy Wonka. I'm just trying to figure out the ombre effect that I'm going for here. So I picked milled lavender, dusty concord, and then seedless preserves. Those are the three. And the seedless preserves will just be a bit at the bottom, but it really matched his coat really well. So I wanted to use that. So I am inking it up in just like an ombre effect, like lighter to darker here, and making a big old mess. And I'm going to put the pieces back in the cut file because I'm going to include those. Just something I've been doing a lot of lately is popping them up on some foam tape. We have an incident with that later we will address. I didn't even notice until I was editing the video. But pop down below in the comments. Tell me what you're dressing up for as Halloween, if you're dressing up, or if you're a kiddo or a favorite kid in your life, or if you have a fun tradition you like to do for Halloween. Let me know down below. I'd love to hear about it. So just be careful if you are doing a cut file like this and you're doing your ink blending after you cut it. Look, do you see how I put the N in upside down? I don't know why, but I noticed it there. Well, spoiler alert, I don't notice it when I put it back on the layout. Womp womp. That's okay. I might fix it, but it's the middle of the word, so in fact, it could look a little intentional. It was not intentional, but I actually really like that pop of like brightness that the seedless preserves gave that color. So now I'm going to ink up a piece of paper to create the gears. So I'm going for like a steampunk look, right, for Willy Wonka here. So I'm going to use the smoke color and then some gathered twig thrown in there, and then go over it with my black soot, and just then I'm going to go in with some mica spray. It's very loose. It's very runny. And so you have to like really be ready to splatter when you open it up to splatter it. But it gives this nice shimmer sheen. And I have copper and bronze and silver or something like that. So pewter, I think is what they call it. So that's what you see me doing here, is splattering those. And so you see how they say oxidize those oxide colors that I already ink blended on there, and then they also give like a sparkle. So super fun. And then I'm going to use that to die cut the gears. And now I'm going to stamp in those same three neutral colors these tickets. I love these tickets. I'll link down below with these if they're still in stock. I know they do restock them at ACOT if they go out, but they might be in stock right now. I'll have to check, but I love them. So they're separate. The stamps are separate from the dies, but you can use them in so many ways. You can use the dies alone without the stamps. You can ink them up, and they're just the best little like layering bits and anchors for cards and layouts. I'm going to link them down below with my affiliate link. I think I said in another video, I am on furlough. It's been a month now. So any little bit helps. If you guys want to go shopping, if you want to use my link down below, I would love that. I also love the Sizzix tool that gets all the bits out of your really intricate die cuts. And so that's what you see me doing here. The gears, those are super fun. So I always admire the like steampunk mixed media look that I see people do mostly with Tim Holtz things. And I don't really ever feel like that's my style necessarily, or I achieve it well, but I feel like I kind of did it on this layout, and I'm a little excited about it. I use those same mica sprays to splatter the tickets. And then I said, why not? Let's bring cohesion to that page and do it a third time on the cut file. So that's what you see me doing here. And now we're going to assemble the layout. So that middle photo in the trio is going to be popped up on foam tape. And I'm just kind of finding layering bits to go underneath my cut file. So this is like in my stash, a really old bag. I think that came from like the Dollar Tree, but I really like the stripes and I thought that they went well with the vibe. And then this is like a newsprint kind of paper and it has a little pop of orange for Halloween. Again, a stash thing. I think I had some stuff in my stash from like a mail swap. What do you call it? Like a Happy Meal a million years ago. I don't do those, but I used to do those every once in a while. Not much, but so that's what you see me layering there. And then I think the paper is from Paper Rose because it's really shiny. But it was a really grungy look, so I liked that. Let's see, what are we doing? So we're gonna glue down the cut file, and I'm just gonna stick that directly down, and then I will go in with the insets that we also colored up with the Distress Oxides, and I will pop them up on foam tape and then place them back in the weird candy. And I think I've done that on a couple layouts. See what I did with the in there? It's upside down. I don't even, is it even upside down right now? But it will be. I was so mad when I was doing my editing. I was like, are you kidding me? I put that in upside down and I never noticed it one time. So I think it's married there now because I don't think I can pull that foam tape up. Even though the paper is shiny, I don't think it's even sticking onto the shiny paper. And even if it were, still the foam tape is pretty strong. So that's what it looks like now. It's okay. I love these pictures of Heath. He had his hair colored at the time and it was very purple and it matched the coat. And then he, of course, this is a theater kid and he's doing his little posing and one photo he even tried to wink. It was cute. I decided back the ribbon in the top of this hat with this little black paper that has like copper stars on it. I've had that in my stash forever and I've been like hoarding it. You'll see me use like little bits and pieces here. It's from Studio Calico. That's how old it is. Like a million years ago. But I really like that little pop it gave. And I'm going to put it on foam tape too to perch it atop that cut file. I'm just going to go in with a few pieces of layering paper. I liked the Trick or Treat pails that were like the old school, but it's too big. The pattern's too big. So I go in with this small skull print. And then on the back side of that Trick or Treat bucket is some candy corn. And I decided to use that. Do you like candy corn? I know some people think it's trash candy. I do like candy corn. But sometimes they just get a little too bold with it. Like last year we had some candies that were like maple leaves. They tasted like candles. It was gross. But like give me a like candy corn pumpkin. Oh yeah, I like this. I like those guys. So I use some of those tickets to layer under the photos as well. And then I go in with like, I have this doily, again, a very old Dollar Tree thing that has a spider web around the edges. So that's what you see me layering behind there. It's like a dingy black, so I thought that it would look cool and kind of go with the vibe of the steampunk here. So that's what you see there. It's just really delicate because it's a doily. It's really thin. Early morning, having my coffee and my black cat mug. Layering those tickets up. I think I end up not even using one of them. Yeah, I have so much Halloween stuff that you'll find a lot of times I just pull out of my stash that I've just had for so long. And it's good to use up the stash, but I also just don't make that many Halloween layouts, so I don't ever get to actually finish using it up, which is fine. But just sorry about that you see all this old stuff that you just can't get anymore. But we all have that, right? We all have goodies and treasures in our craft room that we need to use and are now exclusives, right? So I'm kind of doing clusters of the gears around the page. I try to use that cat because he has a top hat on too, from Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Halloween, I think. But I end up removing him. I don't know. He definitely could have stayed, looking back on it. But I do remove him just because that was the only piece from that collection that I ended up using. So it was fine without him. I do off screen go into those clusters of the gears and add little candy, like round, they're like peppermints that came from a Cartabella line, but they're like the dingy, darker colors, which were fun. So those are from Paper House Productions. I had 3 of those, so I thought it'd be nice to add to the clusters around the photos. And then that's a magic book. I know he's not magic, but, well, actually, Willy Wonka's a little bit magic, right? So then what you'll see in the finals is I added little candies around the page and stickers, and then a trick-or-treat sticker, and that's it. So the stills are coming up. I'll link down below with my affiliate links if you would like to shop and buy anything that's still in stock. I shop at Cherry on Top Crafts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'd love it if you'd like and subscribe. Bye, y'all. Happy Halloween.